Superman and Lois has long aimed to bring a fresh perspective to the classic Superman story, focusing not just on superhuman battles, but also on the everyday challenges of a superhero balancing heroics with family life. In Season 4, Episode 7, titled A Regular Guy, the series shakes up one of Superman's core tenets, his secret identity, and explores the personal toll this secret has on Clark and his loved ones. This bold narrative move grounds the show's hero in a way we rarely see, adding more depth to Superman's character and bringing fresh tension to the final season. A new take on the Superman secret. Unlike the typical adaptations where Clark Kent keeps Superman a mystery, often played for laughs or simply as a fact of his double life, Superman and Lois takes the weight of Clark's secret identity seriously. A Regular Guy depicts how Clark's desire to keep his Superman identity hidden has led to isolation, misunderstanding, and loss, both for him and those he loves. In a climactic scene where Clark reveals his identity, the show makes it clear that the decision to be honest is both liberating and devastating. While some may argue that this breaks from tradition, the episode's strong emotional grounding makes the revelation feel earned. A surprisingly isolated hero. Though the CW series has introduced familiar faces who learn of Clark's identity, including family members and close friends, Jimmy Olsen's notable absence in the earlier seasons serves to highlight Clark's isolation. In flashbacks, we see Clark choose to distance himself from his old friend, fearing that sharing his secret could put Jimmy in danger. This poignant choice reinforces the idea that Superman's immense power comes with an equally immense loneliness, an isolation compounded by the fact that in this universe, he lacks fellow superheroes like the Justice League to lean on. Here, Clark's loneliness and sacrifices stand in stark contrast to the camaraderie Superman often finds in the comics. The costs of being Superman. As the series moves toward its finale, the sacrifices Clark has made, including missed time with friends and family, are explored in earnest. His decision to reveal himself when a man attempts to expose his identity in a small-town diner is made even more profound by flashbacks showing the painful cost of living a double life. In a touching exchange between Clark's son Jonathan and Jordan, the boys reflect on the toll their father's secret life has taken on him, underscoring the human cost behind the superhero persona. Jimmy Olsen's long-awaited appearance. One of the most refreshing twists of A Regular Guy is the introduction of Jimmy Olsen in flashbacks, highlighting his absence in the Kent family's life. These scenes not only show how much Clark gave up to keep his loved ones safe, but also offer a bittersweet take on Clark and Jimmy's friendship. Unlike the comics, where Jimmy is often depicted as a sidekick and confidant, Superman and Lois portrays him as someone who is pushed away for his own protection, a change that deepens both characters' arcs. A human perspective on a superhero. This episode dives into the emotional struggles of Superman's life as both a hero and a father, exploring how deeply keeping his identity hidden has affected his relationships. Even with the absence of regular characters like Sam Lane and John Henry Irons, the episode feels more focused, using a smaller cast to emphasize the personal stakes in Clark's life. His choice to reveal his identity not only impacts those closest to him, but also reshapes his relationships with his friends, enemies, and perhaps even the entire world. Why this shift works. In making Clark's secret public, Superman and Lois shows the vulnerability of a hero who has always been at odds with his own values. In trying to protect his family and friends, Clark inadvertently hurt them by keeping them at arm's length. This episode demonstrates that hiding his true self was never harmless, as trust and closeness are tested. For the Kent family, the repercussions of this revelation will be a major focus of the final episodes, promising a fresh, compelling look at how Superman navigates a world that finally knows his truth.